technical difficulties. Back to your take on the NFL season as a whole.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I think there hasn't been like a dominant team. There's like not anyone that you're really worried about in the playoffs. Not a team to beat at all. Nobody's been established as a favorite. The Detroit Lions have taken a step back, it seems like, from what they were last year. Obviously, a very dominant team. The Eagles don't feel that dominant either. Kind of wishy-washy on offense. The Chiefs have, regressed to the mean finally with all those close victories they had last year. 5-5 this year, so they don't feel that way. The Bills don't feel like anything either. They don't feel like a great defensive team or a great offensive team. So like teams that generally were powerhouses, the Ravens, right? The Ravens too, just have not showed out this year. So it feels like it's anyone's league. It kind of feels fun that way because you really don't know what the Super Bowl is going to look like. The teams that have looked good, I mean, the Rams, but I feel like they have some question marks too. The Seahawks, definitely some question marks with Sam Darnold too. And so, despite having a great defense, they're just not the. There's no one that feels invincible or like, oh man, it's a tough opponent. So one is exciting for us because as Bears fans, we're 7-3. It's kind of like anyone's game right now. So, I don't know what it feels like for Aldo, but for us, I mean, we're in good territory right now.
Yeah, it does feel like it's like kind of 2018 vibes where you just have a good year and you just get into the playoffs and anything can happen, right? And
Right.
the only team that I feel like has been dominant week over week, the best, like if we were to rank like the best units in the league, the Denver Broncos offensive and defensive lines are just carrying them. And that's how you win in the trenches if you have a mediocre quarterback. But they're just winning games. They're grinding them out. I mean, they're winning ugly. The Bears are winning ugly, even though it's to lesser opponents. But this is anybody's year. And there's a lot of news this week that we have to break down. One, Joe Burrow might be coming back and playing this weekend. He was a full participant in practice. That's huge for the Bengals, right? Like the Bengals.
Is it though? I feel like the season's done.
I mean, currently sitting at 3-7.
You got to win out.
You have to win out, yeah. Because if they're only 2 games behind the Ravens. You have what, 7 games left?
Yeah.
And it's going to be tight. The Steelers are kind of on the downturn. They were in the driver's seat for the division, and now the Ravens look like they're going to come from behind and take that. Lamar just had his worst game of the season, and they still won. And if the Bengals can go on a run, almost carbon copy of last year, right? They needed to go on a run. They lost when the Broncos lost when they needed to win against the Chiefs, and then that was it. So we'll see how that goes. The Atlanta Falcons, Michael Penix has an ACL injury. It's not a tear, right? Is it a tear?
I don't know. I feel like it was a tear. No, I thought he was out for the season.
He's out for the season, but they keep calling it only an 8 to 9 month injury.
No, that sounds like a tear. That's a major sprain, or that's a tear. 8 to 9 months is just normal for an ACL tear nowadays.
Okay.
Damn, man, he was made out of glass pre-draft, and it's showing up in the NFL too. Poor guy.
Yeah, it's his 4th significant knee injury in his career.
Yeah.
That is so tough. Wow. And then what else do we have? The Bears and Packers week 14 has been flexed. That's big news.
Yeah, I mean, I prefer 12 o'clock games, but America's Game of the Week, I'll take it.
We haven't had we had one Monday night game?
Yeah, good. No,
America's Game of the Week against the Cowboys.
Yeah, we had 2 Monday night games against, with the Commanders and the Vikings.
Week 1. Yeah, week 1.
Have we had a Sunday night football game?
No.
Oh, we haven't had a Thursday night game either. No.
No, we haven't.
I don't think we're gonna have one either this year because we have the Black Friday game.
We're getting the Black Friday game. Yeah.
Damn, no Sunday night football? Are you sure, dude?
We haven't had one yet. I can look at the schedule. I think the
49ers. 49ers. I think we're playing that Sunday Night Football.
Is that December 28th?
I believe so, yeah. It's like the week before. Yeah, okay, cool.
That's Sunday Night Football. And then the Week 14 Packers game just got flexed. And then we also have a TBD on the Week 16 Packers game and Lions game. So we could have more significant football at times to be played. But that takes us, let's go straight into the Bears versus Steelers preview this Sunday. Aaron Rodgers is actually playing. It seems like he's trending towards playing, but the Bears are banged up on both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
On the defensive side of the ball. Kyler Gordon has been activated. Jalen Johnson was activated. But I don't think Jalen Johnson is practicing yet. Or he's
JJ's practicing.
Oh, no. He logged a full practice day,
Yeah. So they have like the windows that they've been entered into or whatever, but I don't think they're fully activated yet. I don't know that they will activate them this weekend. I think they want to wait till either maybe the Philly game or even after the Philly game, just because you have the mini bye after the Black Friday game. So it sucks because we might not have Tremaine Edmonds either. He has a groin injury. Did not participate for the past two practices. No TJ, obviously. So like I think we're like the fifth most expensive defense, and like we're gonna see about like $50 million of that not play on Sunday.
Well, Tooney didn't practice either. Noah didn't practice, and then all these guys are limited. Dahlman's limited. Stevenson's limited. Darnell's limited. Brisker got into full practice. Byard got in full practice. But my God, literally all your starters on defense almost on this team.
Yeah. Not to mention no more Dio.
Yeah. So, what are your thoughts on this game? How the defense is going to fare against the Steelers' offense, and then vice versa, how Caleb can do against his defense?
Well, the Steelers' offense is okay. I don't think they're like, they don't scare anybody that much. Despite Aaron Rodgers, still being like the boogeyman over here, that's kind of like my only worry, is just like superstitions. Not so much like their team is scary. Defensively, they could be better, but I don't know. Did Jalen Ramsey get suspended or no? Was that just Jamar Chase?
I thought Ramsey did no, I think it's just Chase because he got spit on, right? Probably liked it though.
Yeah, I mean, Aaron Rodgers hobbled obviously, but non-throwing hand, so I don't expect that to bother him throwing wise. It's gonna be rough, man. A lot of our defense is out. Like a lot of folks are out. Obviously Dio's out for the year. That's one starter. Tremaine's going to be out. That's another starter. TJ's going to be out. Another starter. Jalen, Kyler, all five are out. That's going to be tough to overcome, I think. And so I'm a little worried just because of injuries, but like this is a game you got to have because A-Rod's coming to Soldier Field, and just for like the sake of sending him to the sunset because he seems like he's going to retire after this year, you got to win no matter what. Like this has to happen. If there, like when you ask me like what teams I want to beat, like in the beginning of the season, the Steelers are one of them. Just because of A-Rod, I hate that guy so much. I hate him more than Conor McGregor. I hate him. I hate him more than any athlete in the world. I hate that guy, and not because he's weird, but because he's he's owned us for so long, and I can't stand it. So yeah, gotta see that dub, no matter how it comes.
So how do you see it, or how do you see it playing out? Like, if the defense is all banged up, the Steelers can put up points against bad teams, so they'll probably put up like 25 to 30 points.
Yeah.
But the Bears going to be able to against TJ Watt,
Cam Hayward,
those boys.
My boy Derek Harmon, who's having a good year.
In the middle, yep.
Keanu Benton. Yeah, they have a good defensive line. And honestly, Theo Benedict is such a liability as left tackle. And then obviously Darnell's hobbled also. It's going to be a rough one, man. I really don't know. I mean, I think...
And Tooney.
I don't... Yeah. The whole... like, what are we going to go out there with? Like, it's...
Is Braxton alive? Like, what?
He's on IR.
Oh, he is?
Oh, yeah. So, I don't even know how we're going to... Honestly, I wouldn't be shocked if we lost. But we can't lose this game. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Like, Caleb has to play like an MVP. That's the only way we're going to win this game, and it has to be all on him. So, damn, man, it sucks. I really wish we had a healthy team for this one. Of all the games, this is the one.
It's the one that you wanted the most, especially just it would just throw us in a completely different atmosphere, right? This team is winning constantly. We're 7-3, and beating Aaron Rodgers after beating the Vikings, after winning all these one-score games that we never win, that would just say, "Hey, these Bears are different."
It would put some more respect to our name by beating a above 500 opponent. Not the best above 500 opponent, but like better than us, I would say. I think they're a better team than us.
One of the best quarterbacks of all time as well.
Yeah. Oh, God, I'll be sick if we don't win.
See to the first place tag.
Yeah, sure.
And if you lose the first place tag. There's so much that they have to lose in this game.
Yep.
This is different territory, right? The expectation has changed, but also now these games matter so much more because you're actually playing well and there's things on the line. You have first place on the line in week 12 in Ben Johnson's first year.
Yeah. Yep.
That's crazy. That's just
it is.
That goes to show how good of a job this coaching staff has done. But then also, I got to give props to the Bears organization as a whole. They did this right. They really did.
I wouldn't have signed Grady. I'm having buyer's remorse on Dio.
Not polls in free agency.
No.
I'm just talking about you actually picked the right coach for the first time in 15
Forever.
years, right?
Yeah.
We're finding a coach with a GM and a team and a quarterback that looks like they're all progressing at the same time and going into the same direction, which is,
can't ask for anything better, honestly. Ben Johnson has reinvigorated the franchise in the city, so excited for that. But golly, this is tough.
The team's bought in.
Yeah.
Like you see it every post-game Sunday, good, better, best. The team is ready.
Yeah.
So what is your thoughts on the game? We'll jump right into the week 12 picks. We'll start with this one. What do you think for this matchup?
My mind's telling me Steelers, but my heart's telling me Bears. So I'm going to go with Bears just because I need this one.
Let's do a score prediction. What do you think the score is going to be?
27-31 Bears.
27-30. Okay. Yeah, I think it's going to be high scoring, and I think, we have to score points to get there. I think I'm going to go 34-31 because I think the Steelers are going to score like we said. I think it's just going to be about the high-scoring nature of the game. All right, Week 12. Bills, Texans kicks us off tonight. The Bills are riding high 7-3, although it seems like a weird 7-3 because things aren't functioning so well for them. The Texans are just such a weird team, dude.
They're playing well with Davis Mills.
Yeah. And Nico Collins is having a good season with Davis Mills. Like he's coming on the scene, getting more targets. So it's just weird. Do you think the Texans have any chance in this game?
I mean, the Bills are suspect on defense, and they're suspect on offense where the Texans are actually a really good defense. Going to be a lot closer of a game, I think, especially with the Texans being at home. I think I still got to give it to the Bills, though.
Same. I think I can prop up the Texans' defense as much as I want, but Josh Allen in primetime is actually really good.
Yeah.
Don't know what it is, but Jets Ravens. I'm telling you,
Tyrod Taylor.
The Ravens are on a RELAX type of end the season run.
Yeah.
Like they just need to keep rolling, and I think they easily do that here against the Jets.
They need to win. They gotta win because if they lose, then they may not even get to division. So.
Yeah. And if they win and the Bears win, then they would be tied for the division lead.
Yeah, I think. I think the Ravens win ultimately the division. So,
I had the Ravens in the Super Bowl. I still am leaning that way. I love the Broncos, and I had them winning the division, but I don't think I'm ready to just top off the Ravens just yet.
Yeah.
Said the
Ooh, Bengals, Patriots.
Bengals Patriots with a healthy Burrow, it looks like, but no Chase.
I still got T. I mean, Joe Burrow is obviously a great quarterback. Damn, I wish they had Jamar because now Christian Gonzalez is gonna eat up T. Higgins.
And that's it, yeah.
Okay.
Are the Patriots really going to be 10-2? That's in Vrabel's first year.
I think the Bengals win this one just because they get the Joe Burrow
Ooh,
the boost. I mean, they have a lot more to play for. Like, whereas the Patriots can, like, being a young team, they could let their foot off the gas a little bit. And I think this might be one of those games. So I'm gonna go Bengals.
I'm going to go
Huh?
Patriots just because I don't see Drake May faltering against the Bengals. I don't think it's the Bengals defense.
Oh, the defense.
Justin Fields is his best game against the Bengals defense, and
Yeah.
that's the only game he looks like a competent QB. So I'm picking the Patriots here. Giants at Lions. Lions are going to be upset. Lions are going to come out swinging.
Yep. Lions. I'm not even gonna doubt them over here. They're gonna win this game. It's not even worth talking about.
Vikings at Packers. I have a weird feeling that
The Vikings win this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same.
I really do. I feel like the Packers have been playing down to opponents a little too much, and they just don't look competent. Even though the Bears also scraped out a win against the Giants, you expect more from the Packers and their defense, especially going against Jameis Winston. Like, that should have been a blowout, and that wasn't.
Yeah.
Vikings?
I'm wearing Vikings. I think this is an upset alert game.
Colts at Chiefs in Arrowhead. They need man.
Chiefs. They need a win because
they need it.
They're in must-win territory now because the divisions are obviously cooked, and then the Chargers are above them, so they got to win. There's no chance for them. Seahawks.
Titans. That's not even a story here. Calvin Ridley's out for the year. Everything with the Titans is just terrible. I can't remember which one of us was on the Titans. You were on the Colts. I think I had the Jaguars, and Aldo had the Titans. And that just
did he have the Titans?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's awful. Anyways, Cardinals, Jags.
This is gonna be a terrible game.
I mean, Jacoby Brissett is playing like a competent quarterback, so I'll give him that. Like, he's revived Trey McBride. Using him the correct way. Marvin Harrison Jr. seems like he plays better with Jacoby also. I mean, I don't think Marvin's playing, but
he's not playing.
Huh?
He's not playing.
Yeah. I think the Cardinals defense is really good and will give Trevor Lawrence fits. I think Trevor Lawrence is now entering the the bust range in terms of where he's drafted and what he was coming out of college. If he doesn't make the playoffs this year, I think it's set in stone that he's a bust.
So you got the Cardinals?
Yeah.
I think
because Will Johnson's coming back.
It just feels like a weird game.
Yeah.
It's going to be a gross, low-scoring game, and just bad offense, I feel.
Yep.
Bad offense. Shedeur Sanders versus Geno Smith. I can't lie. In this game, I think the Browns win.
I think the Browns will win also just because their defense is elite.
That, but also I think Shedeur gives them, even though I don't care for Shedeur as a prospect, I don't think he's going to be an average starter in this league.
Yeah.
I think he does give them a boost. Like, for those 3 plays before he went 3 and out and then threw a pick, the vibe in the stadium reminded me of Week 3, 2018, when Baker Mayfield came onto the scene and replaced Tyrod Taylor. I kind of had those vibes. The difference in talent is obviously immense, but
right.
And whoa, Baker Mayfield's first start was against the Raiders.
Oh wow!
They were in Oakland at the time, but oh, that's crazy! Wow. All right, so and they lost that game though. I'm pretty sure.
I'm gonna go Browns.
Yeah, Eagles, Cowboys. I think the Cowboys can do it. I really do.
I think they can too, and I think they will.
I think they put on a hell of a performance against the Raiders. It's just like give me back-to-back weeks, right? Like put that together in a big way. But Quinn Williams is such a big ad, dude. If they just had Micah on this
Huge
team,
ad. Yeah.
they
And the Eagles'
they could have been
offensive line is injured, I believe. I think they lost what's his name?
Lane Johnson.
Right tackle. Lane Johnson for a couple weeks, like 4 to 6 weeks or something like that. I think they're losing Landon Dickerson also. And I think Tyler Steen is also injured. So like their right guard, their left guard. I mean their right guard and their center and then their right tackle. So I think it's gonna be a good game, and I think the Cowboys will win this one.
How do you feel about the sideline, the curfew of CD and Pickens, and then going forward? Are you still as high on the Cowboys as you were at the beginning of the season?
Yeah, I just don't think it's possible for them to get to the playoffs because of how deep of a hole they're in. If they were to get to the playoffs, that would mean at the expense of, like, let's say the Bears don't win the division, it'd be at the expense of the Bears because there's going to be like we're going to see 2 NFC West teams make it, and we're going to see 2 NFC
North
teams make it, and
the Packers out, right? Like that last spot was between the Bears and the 49ers.
Okay. So then I think if it's like Packers Cowboys,
yeah,
it might be Packers Cowboys. Okay, let's hope so. If that's the case, then I'd love to see the Cowboys in the playoffs.
What's the head-to-head there?
Yeah. The head-to-head over there is a tie.
I know, that's what I'm saying. So what's the tiebreaker?
It goes like strength of schedule. I just did this thing with someone else the other day, and I think it's like after the head-to-head, it goes to like division wins. So the Cowboys need to have good division wins. I think the Packers. I think the Packers are pretty awful in the division. So besides beating the Lions,
they beat the Lions. Yeah, they beat the Lions week 1.
And maybe they haven't had a division game after that. I'm trying to think.
Maybe, yeah, because I don't remember one.
Okay,
so we both have the Cowboys here. Falcons at Saints.
Ugly game. I think the Falcons are reeling. Poor guys don't even have a first-round pick.
The Saints. Oh my god, dude! No,
Kirko's playing.
This is so crazy.
Kirko's playing. I think now they just have to play to.
Well, they don't have London. They don't have Penix.
Yeah. Oh damn. They still got Bijan. They still got Darnell Mooney, who had a great rapport with Kirk Cousins last year. Pitts. Yeah. Look, I think the Saints are actively tanking, and I don't think the Falcons are. So I'm gonna go with the Falcons.
I will go with the Saints here. Bucks at Rams. So the Bucks have completely faltered. They were 6-2 or 6-3, and they just have not looked the same since the Lions game. Really, They need Bucky Irving back. They don't have any established run game. They had Sean Tucker bust out a few nice runs last week for big yardage and touchdowns, but that didn't translate overall to any kind of possession win. They couldn't sustain drives. And their defense gave up 44. So the Rams are no easy task. Could the Rams be coming off a big division win against the Seahawks, and could this be a letdown game?
It's possible, but I don't know, man. I think the Rams are like feeling it right now too.
I think the Rams right now are the best team in the NFL.
Yeah, because of who they have at quarterback, the record, everything like that. Yeah.
So
I don't think
Rams.
I'm gonna go with Rams also. I think the Buccaneers.
I don't think they have the defense to stop the top offense. And the quarterback.
They could go blow for blow, and hopefully it's an exciting game. Because if it's not, I'd be really disappointed.
So if they lose this game.
They're tied with the Panthers.
Play Monday. No, they would be behind the Panthers because the Panthers would be 7-5 and they would be 6-5.
The Panthers are not beating the 49ers on Monday Night Football.
You don't think so?
No.
No, because they're healthy, right?
Yeah, I think this is like the healthiest the 49ers have been Outside of obviously they're losing Bosa and Michael, but I don't think the 49ers are losing this one. Isn't it crazy? Like the 49ers don't feel like a juggernaut this year either. It's wow. Teams that generally have been dominating the NFC have not been that great, which is wild.
I mean, anything, right? No team
Yeah.
that has dominated the league, whether it's AFC or NFC, has been that great. And it's just crazy that the league is kind of there's so much parity, I guess, but also injuries. I want to say it's bad play though too, right? We've not seen good in college and in the NFL, and I think that's interesting because we can segue it here. We have seen a very, very underwhelming performance by quarterbacks. There is not been a top. All the guys that we thought were going to be good in the preseason, I made a list of the top 10 quarterbacks in college football. I think one of those guys has produced this season. Like I had Mateer, I had Cade Klubnik, Arch Manning, Sam Levitt, Sawyer Robertson, DJ Lagway, Lenore Sellers, Drew Aller, Darren Nussmeier. That's 9 guys that were in a top 10 list that have completely faltered. They're not even in the conversation, right? Like at this point, the Heisman rankings, you would have like guys at least the bottom that are, those are the names that we talked about. Now it's guys like we had Mendoza, and Mendoza's the one saving grace. But he's played very well. He to me would be like an underwhelming Heisman winner, though. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Underwhelming in this. Underwhelming because of it's not like great performance like it usually is. Maybe sure, but like not.
Yeah. Like if Mendoza was in the 24 draft class, or if he was in the 25 draft class. No, he would probably be the top of the 20. No, actually, no. I think he would be the second quarterback in the 25 draft class. And I think out of the 24 guys, where would you have him?
I would. So my rankings obviously are not to be taken as gospel because I had JJ McCarthy 3rd and I had Jaden Daniels at like 5. Only because I had Caleb and Drake number 1 and number 2, JJ number 3, I had Penix 4, Jaden 5. I didn't even watch Bo Nix. Of those guys, I think I would put Mendoza 3rd because I still don't believe in Jaden Daniels. I'm putting Mendoza 3rd or 4th. Okay, like it's gonna be between him and Jade. It's gonna be either. What?
I like Nix and Mendoza around the same as prospects.
Get out of here! Get out of here! No way. Mendoza is significantly better than Nix. Not even a little bit. Significantly.
Mendoza in college has not been significantly better than Nix.
Bo Nix played for 6 years, and Mendoza is going to be eligible after this year, and he's going to be the unanimous number 1 to me. If anything,
for sure, he's going to be the unanimous number 1 pick.
I think he's better than Penix.
I think he's better than Penix and Nix. You have Nix lower than Penix.
I got him above Nix, Penix, and JJ, so he'd be 4th for me.
Yes, I have him better than Penix and JJ for sure, without a doubt. I think he's like at that level with Nix, and then the top 3 guys are above that.
You're forgetting Jaden, though.
Yeah, Jaden, Drake, and Caleb.
And then Mendoza at 4?
Yeah. Mendoza and Nix like right there.
I think there's a significant gap between him and Nix, in my opinion. But
yeah. So numbers kind of similar. But after him in this draft, right, like there is no name that you're looking at as your answer at quarterback. I've seen the name Ty Simpson thrown around, and I really honestly just feel like it's because he's the best quarterback after Mendoza. And guys are just throwing him in the top 5. I do not think he is near a top 5 quarterback. This past weekend against Oklahoma, he did not look like a top 5 quarterback. And he had his shots, and he still threw. I think he threw close to over 300 yards. And he had chances. He had a wide open guy. So this wasn't like a Brent Venables masterclass or anything like that. He had his moments. He could have picked his spots, and he was missing wide open, well above his receivers' heads. He was missing out of bounds. He was missing left. I don't think I think he needs another year, and I think that's the case with everybody outside of Mendoza. I think they just need more seasoning, right? Like Dante needs another year. Ty Simpson needs another year.
I think the problem with that is everyone's going to look at what happened to Drew Aller. He was supposed to be the next guy coming up, potential, top 5 pick. And now he's probably not going to even declare. So if your iron is hot, you got to strike. I mean, you got to strike it. Like, you have to go. And I think if Dante Moore and Ty Simpson both are, doing well, in terms of like their grading from like they have like that pre-draft grading, then you should go. Just so financially it makes sense for you too.
Yeah, I can kind of see that. I feel like even more so than Drew Aller's case, because Drew Aller was never ranked as like a top echelon quarterback, right?
He was just a raw prospect that had all the tools.
Yeah, literally. He had the tools. I think Dante Moore and Ty Simpson will actually get top 5 shouts. If they declare, like they'll probably be up there. It just doesn't seem. It kind of. I don't remember a mediocre top 5 draft class of quarterbacks
last year.
No, but no one was taking top 5. It was just Cam Ward. I'm talking about
like EJ Manuel draft.
Yeah, it's
Kenny Pickett draft.
No, but that's later. Like, these guys are going to be selected high. If Dante Moore declares tomorrow, he will be selected high. If Ty Simpson declares tomorrow, he'll probably be a top 10 pick.
Depends on who's picking. Like, if the Giants and like, do you think the Saints bail on Shuck? Because Shuck doesn't look bad.
I have
like,
no
who
idea.
are the quarterback needy teams? The Titans aren't a quarterback needy team. The Giants aren't a quarterback needy team. You can argue the Saints aren't really a quarterback needy team. Who are the quarterback needy teams right now?
The Browns. Actually, let's pull this up.
Yeah, but it seems like the Browns are not going to draft quarterback this year either. I feel like they're really building to get to withstand the Deshaun Watson contract. The Jets are okay. So we got the Jets. We got the Raiders mainly, but I think the Raiders extended Geno. What the hell are they going to do with that?
I mean, you cannot watch Geno this year, even if you extended him and be like, "That's
true."
Going forward.
He's your bridge, I guess.
Be like the Falcons, like cut your losses where you have it.
Okay, so you got the Jets, the Raiders. Not Cincinnati, not Arizona's a maybe. I don't know if they're going to get rid of Kyler.
Oh, Arizona's there too.
But they're not going to draft someone. Kyler still has some guaranteed money, I think, right? Or is he out of guaranteed money?
No, he still has.
Yeah, so I don't know that they're going to eat that, because the Cardinals are not a rich franchise, and they're cash strapped like the Bears. They're like a charter franchise too. So, I don't know that there's going to be a lot of quarterbacks drafted that high just because of the need. I think that if Ruben Bain is there and you're a Tennessee Titan, you're going to go Ruben Bain. For the Giants, you're going to try to find the best. You're going to try to find the best. What do they freaking need? Offensive lineman of some sort, maybe. Even with the Browns should need an offensive lineman more than they need a quarterback. The Saints just need to get younger all throughout. The Jets is probably the first team that would draft a quarterback, and I think they go Mendoza, because Mendoza plays like Goff does, and I think Tanner Engstrand would love to get his hands on Fernando Mendoza. So
all that draft capital they have, they'll be able to easily go up to 1. I think the
Titans why
looking to trade out.
They who knows? They might even end up top 3. So
yeah, we'll see. But yeah, it's crazy. So the college football landscape right now, where we're sitting, is we've got a crazy look at what the latest rankings of the college football playoff were. And you got Ohio State at 1, IU at 2, so Mendoza and his boys at Indiana take the second spot. That's going to be the Big Ten championship game right there. And
Right.
at 3 is having a phenomenal year, coming back with 37 unanswered against South Carolina. Georgia at 4, again, probably going to be the SEC championship game if Alabama still has a good conference record and they can sneak in. And then the outlier games are going to be Texas Tech, who's had a great year. Jacob Rodriguez is getting some Heisman shouts as a linebacker going against whoever that group of 5 team is going to be, whoever comes out of that. You've got Oregon and Alabama. That would be a phenomenal game. OU and Notre Dame. I might even go to that in Norman. That would be a great game. And Ole Miss and Miami. So we're going to have a lot of back and forth for this in the coming weeks. We have 2 weeks left before the conference championship games. So much on the line with all of these games. So I asked Wase earlier to tell me who is a player that he thinks that's outside right now that could sneak into the first round.
Oh, so I looked back into this, and right now there's a lot of guys that are up there. In terms of who could sneak in the first round. One guy I don't want to say he's a first round talent, but I think he can sneak into the top 50 because I can't really digest discern who would be a first round pick. We don't even know who's going to be a first round pick right now. The one guy that I thought of is someone I've been watching a lot from Iowa, actually. I don't know how close you watch the Iowa Hawkeyes, but they have a defensive end who had a really strong season last year. 8 sacks. Name's Max Llewellyn, I think is how you say his name. He had 8 sacks last year. Honestly, jumped off the charts when I was watching him summer scouting. And this year, on top of it, he's now built off that performance. He's at 9 sacks right now. I think he's top 10 in all of college football that in terms of sacks. Can play the run really well. Has a size 6'5", 260, 270. I really think he's depending on what his measurables are in the combine. Really think that he has a good chance of sneaking in the top 50, maybe even in the first round. That's how good he is. I don't want to say he's a raw player. I think there's some things that he's good at, but obviously there's a lot of room for improvement, and there's no one that has improved his draft stock, especially on the defensive end part or defensive end position than Max Llewellyn has. So I think I'm really excited about him. I would love to see him if he's a second round pick that the Bears draft him in the second round, if he would fall to them, or if they decide to go in a different position in the first round. So he's someone that I'm really excited about. Someone I'm looking forward to draft.
And then talking about that Bears pick right now, Tankathon has us around the end of the first round, probably going to end up around the 15 to 20 range, right, with the pick. I've talked to you about Jeremiah Love. You prefer the free agent route to shore up the running back position for cheap and then go and get somebody that's actually going to be a game changer on the defensive side of the ball. What do you think, or what are you seeing with that first round pick for the Bears?
I think the reason why I disagree with drafting, as much as I love Jeremiah Love, I'm going to have the number 1 pick in our fantasy draft. I'm drafting him. I just don't think that it's a great use of your resources to go round 1 running back when you have considerable holes on your team. I think that going the free agent route for a running back, getting Breece Hall, someone that has experience in a Ben Johnson offense with Tanner Engstrand, who's the OC in New York, I think you have a better chance of having a higher floor. Obviously, a great athlete. He's incredibly explosive, great after the catch, great out in space. He's swift on steroids, and so that's why I would go for him. Jeremiah Love obviously feels like a complete bell cow type running back, and I would love to have him on my team. But I just think that if you can draft, once you want to draft a left tackle, you got to figure out the Ozzie situation. But you have to get a safety, you have to get a linebacker, you have to get a defensive end, you got to get a defensive tackle. There's so many needs on the defense. Considering how much we've spent, the return on investment on defense has been atrocious. So it's now it's time to develop a defensive end, because we haven't developed or drafted a defensive end in such a long time. Think about the last great defensive end that we drafted and developed.
So you would go D end?
No, I'm asking you, who is the last one that we've developed? Alex Brown in 1999?
Yeah, go way back.
So like
The
we
last
haven't had.
drafted in the first round, like Shane McClellan. Was it the last defensive end that we drafted in the first round?
Yeah, and then we converted him to middle linebacker to be the next Urlacher. It's so weird. It's so weird. Yeah, man. So we need a dog. Um, I would go with the safe defensive line pick. I think DT is more important than DE in defensive end. I just don't know who's going to be there. So,
Yeah, I
yeah,
think looking at this draft, it really feels like the top players have underperformed this season. So much so that guys that you thought could be fringe first round picks that were probably going
yeah.
to the second round or late first round, mid to late, like the Keldrick Fox of the world, they're probably top 5 guys right now. Like we
I
hard to
think,
make a big board. I think
I
Keldrick
think,
Fox is a top 5 guy.
no. I think, I mean, you got to consider positional value because like Jordan Tyson has a bunch of medicals and he's the best wide receiver so far. Or him and Carnell Tate. Carnell Tate, it's like this is kind of low key a mediocre draft. So I don't
Yeah.
know how it's going to shake out. I think that you go best player available, and it might be Jeremiah Love is the best player available. Like I don't even know what to say.
Well,
So
I think he would be far and away the best player available because I rate him right now as probably like a top 8 player in this draft. I think.
yeah,
For
I
me,
mean, I gotta then because Arvell Reese somehow jumped up on the draft boards like crazy.
yeah,
He has a lot of Jalen Walker type feel to him. Because off-ball linebacker, playing a little bit of edge. I think he's better because he's more powerful, but I don't think he's the number one player in the draft. That's gonna want.
no.
I don't know what PFF's thinking,
The
but
amount of hits that he's getting is crazy. I think like if
yeah.
you get lucky with like a Peter Woods falling, who's had an okay year, you get lucky with like a TJ Parker falling.
Do you think Peter Woods or TJ Parker or Avion Terrell like they stay this for next year? Because
I don't think Peter Woods would. Like
okay.
Clemson, no direction. Yeah.
Yeah, Clemson really shit the bed. They had literally one of the best
Yeah.
teams.
Yeah, like if they might get rid of Dabo, and then that would be a completely different thing. I think Peter Woods is for sure going to the league. Avion, I think, also is going to the league. I think he's probably, if not the first, the second best corner. Like Jermon McCoy is probably the highest that we have ranked.
Jermon McCoy hasn't even played it down this year.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Dude, looked at. I see a lot of Cowboys mocks getting Jermon McCoy, and you pair him with what could be Sharon Ravel, like the potential that Sharon Ravel has. That was a great 1-2 punch. But the Raiders could use that for sure. I don't know if they would ever go corner first round.
Yeah, I wish we would draft one of these solid corners, but
Holes doesn't seem like the type of guy.
It's just too early to really depict where everyone is going. Like, obviously, from now to April, it's going to switch. It's going to change a lot. But there are some guys that I'm already like getting a huge liking to, and I think Max Lewin is really good. There's a lot of linebackers, a lot of middle linebackers, linebackers that are out there that I hope we do draft. I think this one of the drafts to take advantage of that. And then
Anthony Hill could be there in the second.
Who? Anthony Hill in the second? Yeah, that'd be great. I thought he was generational. He kind of fell off. Yeah. So hopefully that'd be cool. I wouldn't hate on it. I think you got to get rid of TJ. To be honest, I don't think he's that great.
Yeah,
but let's see.
Yeah, I think he fell off considerably after we paid him.
Yeah.
We should we'll do like a big board. I think after like week 13 or 14, we should do a big board.
Okay.
And kind of see like as the college football season winds down. I think there's 2 weeks more of the regular season. So once that regular season ends, we should do a big board and then see how that compares to what happens pre-combine, post-combine, post-Senior Bowl. That would be cool. We should maybe book some tickets and try to get to the combine this year. See if we can get some passes.
It's Ramadan.
In Indy. Oh, is it?
No, combine.
Yeah.
Combine's in February, no?
It's after. I thought combine was end of March. Am I tripping?
No,
When
no,
is-
no, no. Because the draft is because the draft is in April.
April.
Combine's in February. Because I know because I wanted to go to the combine
February.
the past couple of years, and I think it's switching to Ramadan now. So
Yeah.
it's in Feb.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's our show for today. Great stuff. Looking forward to Week 12 kicking off in about an hour between the Bills and the Texans. And yeah, just tune in. Next week, we'll have a recap on Monday, and then we'll dive more into the playoff landscape. All right, guys. See ya.